Coming up on this episode of Lust to Dust.
I was overwhelming her.
She was completely and utterly overwhelmed.
She's got a resting heart rate here. She's like least excited.
From lust to dust.
Welcome back to From Lust to Dust, my horny dead dad.
Podcast where we read our dead dad's sex book.
All true. I'm Brett Dodenhoff.
I'm Conner Dodenhoff.
Today on the pod, we got Kelly Ryan.
Yay!
Hey. So, Kelly, you're a stand-up comedian, actress?
If you have a role, I'll do it. No one's hunting me down for any short film.
I disagree. I think
you'd be great, but I get it. It's maybe not. It is nice, yeah. So, will you consider yourself like exclusively stand-up, or like do you have other stuff?
I like writing a lot of short stories that are very like horror based.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I like doing that.
So you're a bit of a writer on the side.
Bit of a writer on the side.
What's one of these short stories about?
I would say dark subject matter, families that are broken up.
Where we deriving that from?
Because of where I grew up. I grew up like in the woods of Connecticut, where a lot of people only died by like freak accidents.
Like in history or amongst friends and people you know?
History, people I knew.
Right.
Like no one was getting got by like a regular ass car accident.
Yeah, it was all
weird. Like weird ass stuff, to where like I think in order to cope with it, I went very much so down a dark humor route.
What's
like
the weirdest
witchy kind of stuff?
I mean, we had a guy that died in our high school. He was on an ATV in a blizzard. Like, and then
that's not a freak accident.
Yeah, I mean,
you just marked that as suicide.
Yeah.
He
was ATVing over thin ice.
Here's the problem with that.
Firing a gun.
That story is problematic in its own right, because he had a learning thing.
Oh no!
Sort of. Yeah, you laughed before you found that out.
Oh God!
It's just you're just making more sense, honestly.
Learning thing. And then he went out during the blizzard at night in the blizzard, gets hit by this like 80-year-old man, goes flying off the ATV. 80-year-old man can't see for shit. Now, what's he doing driving in a blizzard?
Yeah, hold on.
I got no fucking clue. It was nuts. And everybody, like, we had to wear like his pin at graduation, whatever.
Shit.
But get this. So, like 3 weeks after he died, I went into my closet and I found this old school picture from like middle school or something. And he had like bullied me a little bit in middle school. And I pull out this picture and it's the entire class. And I have scratched out his face.
Holy fuck.
How terrifying is that? And I was like, I killed him.
You hexed.
I know.
That's kind of a short story where like whoever you scratch out on your yearbook, like the powerful yearbook.
Yeah.
You keep scratching people out.
That's a good horror
Yeah.
film.
That's honestly a pretty
one.
decent horror film.
I know. I'm so worried though that someone from our high school is going to be like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you fucking.
And I'm like,
But he kind of had a learning thing. Is that what you're saying?
he had like a learning.
Yeah. Which doesn't make your scratch much better.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I was kind of with you, and then now I'm against you. You're like,
But he wasn't like fully not there.
Yeah.
Kelly scratched out all the autistic kids in the school. So, Kelly, last episode, we introduced our dad's new interest, which is Audrey.
We have the rare mid-chapter break here, and we left it on a cliffhanger. Now it's been a couple months since his last escapade. We're thinking he might be going celibate. And then Audrey shows up.
Uh-huh.
And they're having a couple drinks, and he left it on. Was I about to enter her, or was I?
The was I about to enter her is crazy to even type out. His way of speaking about it is very fun.
What you'll learn is that he really uses every possible description out there to describe.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, there's only so many verbs and things that you can say. He starts inventing them.
Yeah.
On ways to describe sex, because it's like, that's all this book really is. And so he's like, well, I can't use that again. I can't say.
Like, so now I have to say that I slithered my way.
I slithered from
That's what I'm wondering, because we're really only on like girl number 3, and he's got 29, so he's got 26 more to go or whatever. So it's like, how much more adverbs, adjectives can you use to describe sex? I mean, what is the 29th chapter going to look like when he's describing
You're not
sex?
going to understand a word.
No, literally.
He's speaking Dothraki.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
He's going to go through every single.
He's teeing up from the last episode. We might be in for a little limp dick situation. That's my prediction here because he's had a lot of liquor. He's super
with the
liquored up by this point.
tequila.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
saying
yeah.
she's drinking him under the table. And he doesn't know what to do about it.
They never know what to
They
do.
I think let's dive into it. Let's see what happens.
Jesus, we'll
Or
see.
was I?
All right.
Or was
I
I?
essentially had lost hope and given up. Now, in the course of an evening, this gorgeous woman enters my home, and I was about to enter her, or was I?
Boom.
Yeah, he treated himself after that one. He's like,
Yeah.
this is going to be good.
Chapter 29. Her gates just sitting there like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, how the fuck is this going to...
Ah,
I
yes.
got off the bed and feverishly unbuttoned my shirt. She was ahead of me, blouse already off. The sight of her bare chest made me pause. Oh my God, what beautiful breasts, I thought. Her stomach was also tight and perfectly sculpted. As I started to unbuckle my belt, she pulled down her jeans to reveal white panties and perfect legs.
I'm always amazed, like, the details he kind of remembers specifically, you know?
I mean,
Because he was writing this kind of 11 years after he would have had sex with this lady. So it's like,
Do you wonder if part of it is like, I don't know this detail, but I need it to sound.
Here's the deal. You'll hear some stuff in here where you go, this clearly, every sexual encounter with him made an impression in a way, and like in a way of like remembering like the birth of his first child.
On one hand, you're like, that's nice that he cares so much.
Yes.
On the other hand, and maybe it's just the way that like we all are accustomed to dating and sex lives now that we're like, hey, there's some people that I'm like, I don't remember what that was like.
No.
And not because I was tanked, but it was because that was not memorable.
No, you're like, I can't remember, like, you know.
Was he and I can't believe I'm asking this about a man who's passed. Was he a porn guy? Because
We don't
this
know.
to me
Yeah,
says,
he was.
you think he liked porn?
Yeah.
you think so?
I caught him catching porn. But you're right.
You
Watch
caught
it.
him on porn?
I remember I Googled once, we went to a high school named Porter Goud.
Okay.
So portergoud.com or .edu. So I typed on his computer POR and then up came pornstargals.com.
I feel like he would have had some obscure websites, you know, just some shit.
Back then in like 04, there was the Wild West.
But he seems, based on how he's describing all this, he seems like he watched the porn that was for women originally.
Yes, probably.
Good point. Good point. I
That
think
may
he
have
kind
been-
of did.
He definitely had more of like a little bit more of like, he liked the emotional side of sex as well.
Are you two romantic guys?
I don't
Not
know.
really.
But I also like, but I, in a way, like,
Nah.
My heartbeat was soaring, and I started to stumble as I stood to remove a pant leg. Losing my balance at this point was yet another indicator that I had had way too much to drink. No matter, as I was now on a mission. I managed to stand there in my boxers for a second while taking in this magnificent figure standing in front of me completely naked. I stepped towards her, embraced for a moment, then started to drop to my knees, caressing her stomach and navel with soft kisses on the way down.
This is not the first time he's done the whole take it in thing. He really does this thing where a few times where he sits there and just like watches, which I think is a little creepy. That, I mean, in terms of the romantic thing,
It does feel, I think when a guy waits and whatever, it feels like you're like, oh man, you can't believe you're here right
Yeah,
now.
yes.
Should I go?
I think our dad had this like speechlessness about him.
Yeah.
That was a little bit like, well, hold on.
Yeah.
yeah, too excited in any regard,
Yeah.
is gonna creep you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah.
like, how rare is this for you, dude?
Yeah.
You know?
It
Yeah.
starts to get into that. And I think he probably emanated that to a lot of like these women of like,
If someone dropped to their knees and it held my stomach, I'd be like, can you literally not? Is it growling? Is it growling? Do you hear it? Can you not do this right now?
Yeah.
Oh, good. You grabbed the fattest part of my body.
Right.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. What's next? You want to grab my underarm fat?
Right.
What are you doing?
What is?
I was trembling as I pulled down her panties, revealing another perfectly sculpted area of her already magnificent body. I proceeded to go down on her while she stood next to the bed. After a moment, she put her hands on my head to catch her balance as the feeling started to overwhelm her.
Speaking for her much?
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that.
could tell I was overwhelming her.
She was completely and utterly overwhelmed.
She's doing.
She, on the other hand, chill as a cucumber.
Yeah.
She's got a resting heart rate here. She's like
Yeah,
least excited.
she's like sitting there. She's taking in the decor. He thinks he's giving her cunnilingus-induced vertigo. He's
It's just
He's like, it's-
never right in a story. You're overwhelming
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I gently moved her to the bed to recline fully. Everything about this was perfect. Visually observing her laid out in front of me, her wonderful skin, the taste of her flesh and warmth, everything.
Flesh is a weird word there.
You just can't use flesh.
No, not unless you're a fucking cannibal.
Yeah. It just.
He's already running out of words.
No.
We're chapter 3.
I think that's
He's
the
on to
problem.
flesh.
Is
Like,
that? I mean, when you get to the point of flesh, you go.
what does flesh become later on in this book?
How
Like,
can it get any? I mean,
He's like, you know when you're down there with a fork and knife?
I was totally captivated by this moment, not wanting to be anywhere on the planet except for this 4-inch piece of real estate between her legs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
all right. So there's a new word for vagina: 4-inch piece of real estate.
Mine's about 18 inches.
She had some acreage down there.
Yeah. Near a full acre.
4-inch piece of real estate.
That
It's
is
just-
so funny.
That's the craziest way to describe.
and it was a buyer's market.
And I'll tell you.
After every indicator that she was satisfied, I headed north for the main event.
Where was he? Eating ass here? What?
I think he's saying I'm going down on her now. I'm headed north as though like I'm going up and then I'm gonna go for sex.
I
kind of
headed
thing.
north for the main event but
It's like what podcast?
what,
am I
is,
on
what the
right
hell
now?
is this?
Is that normal size? 4-inch? I don't know.
He's eyeballing.
well, 4-inch, is he talking
Is he square?
cube?
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
surface
Like-
area?
I would say that's like
The length of the
a
labia.
4-inch square, right?
4-inch square's about that. Now, if it's 4x4,
Then that's a
You know.
different. If it's 4x4,
it's possible. We don't.
well, yeah, she had
Jesus
kids.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had kids. I went down. There was a square meter.
It was a square.
Yes, everything was perfect, everything except that I was drunk, really drunk. All the lights were on, the engines were started, but the car wouldn't go into gear. I was limp as a wet rope.
I don't know if the engines are started. So
I think he's saying he's got all the emotions.
yeah,
the,
he's
the-
ready to rock.
The feeling of like, God, I'm really horny, but then you go down, and I see what he's saying.
That's fair. That happens occasionally
The car's
where-
not going into gear.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
our prediction here that he was going to be a little limp dick is.
He is.
is
I don't
coming
see him
true.
coming out of this.
I don't think so.
I just really don't see how he can get out of this one.
I put my hand around to the small of her back and pressed her against me. My legs slid between hers and her wetness transferred to my upper thigh.
That's gross.
This isn't sexy at all. This isn't for anyone.
Yeah.
Can I ask? Yeah, is this?
I don't know,
like-
but this feels like a scientific study.
Yeah.
This doesn't really feel like it's trying to
yeah,
Arouse.
Arouse.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
getting that feeling either.
this could
Yeah.
be like an alien encounter. You know, wetness
Yeah.
transferred to my upper thigh.
Right.
Feels like FBI documentary of like, well, and what happened next in the
And-
probe.
A wetness I was unfamiliar with.
Her wetness transferred to the transfer of wetness is too. Oh, God.
Yeah, I actually hate that sentence.
Yeah.
Her breasts were firmly against my chest and her body fit me like a custom glove.
A custom glove.
Like a custom glove.
Who,
Well,
who has custom gloves?
You
I've never
know,
heard of a
it's-
custom glove in
yeah.
my life.
Also, comparing custom glove to this sentence is crazy. What you put on he puts on a glove and he's like, ooh. pussy."
Oh, that feeling.
This reminds me of
Yeah.
that time.
Like you're getting laid, huh?
Yeah. A custom. There's nothing arousing about a custom glove.
It's custom.
The feeling was overwhelming, yet I was totally limp. What the hell's wrong with me? I thought in a panic. Jesus, you should be rock hard. I couldn't imagine a better moment than this, and yet I couldn't finish the task. I started to get nervous. I writhed back and forth, desperately hoping to kick it into gear. Nothing.
He's just dry up.
He's
with-
writhing.
with
What is
this
that?
flaccid
But she's
dick.
but she's also naked.
Yeah,
So
oh,
we're
yeah.
dry humping while we're naked.
Yeah. I think he's like fully
Man.
dry, like trying to, yeah. kind of, in a way, lesbian sex.
It is. Is that what's most akin to lesbian sex is when you can't get it up and
But
you're
still-
just dry
but
humping
still
and still
doing-
rubbing around.
You know?
I got a question. So obviously lesbians use strap-ons and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
And whatever. If you, as a man, have a dick that's just not cutting it,
Yeah.
could you use a strap-on?
Yeah.
Above your...
You could. I think it'd just be very emasculating.
It would be the gentlemanly thing to do.
I would imagine if you are not well endowed by any degree, if
Yeah.
you have a very tiny situation going
Yeah.
on, which some tiny situations, they're like, no big deal. I know what I'm doing, whatever.
Kelly, would it turn you if you're with Bruce when he can't get it up one night and he goes, "Hun, let me go get the strap on."
I'd be like, or we could go to bed.
Yeah.
Or we can go to bed.
I just don't know what situation it would ever, because if the guy brings up, like if my dad was like, no problem, we're prepared for this, and pulls out a strap on, you would be shocked.
I would be shocked.
Yeah.
But also, there's a part of you that might be like, he's so in tune with his abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Would she notice? I thought to myself. Yes, she noticed. Is there, something wrong? She asked in a very kind way. Is it because of your divorce?
Ow.
That is
Ouch.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome that it's 4 a.m., they're hammered, and she's still like, you thinking about your wife?
That sucks.
I don't know
That's-
how I would think about if that would. I might end it right there.
Yeah, well,
Well-
because then what do you say? No,
No.
I hate her.
Yeah.
No, I hate her. It's just my dick isn't working
No,
right
I'm
now.
just completely.
It's a little bit of a private question already. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, you know.
If someone said that, I'd have an attitude.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, so you think you just fucking know somebody?
Oh, you,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you can
That's
just
what I'm
talk about my
saying.
divorce, like
It's a little forward, right?
It is.
Right away.
I almost appreciate it though, where it's like she's almost probably thinking, like, I'll just call it out, so you can be like, yes, and maybe we talk about it.
But also, that is such a female assumption.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't get his dick hard because he's just that good of a guy.
Oh, he's in love still.
I just
Oh.
think personal information in the bed, like, you know, you don't want to be like, is it because the house is in foreclosure or something? Like, you know, it's like,
Yeah. She starts listing off everything.
Yeah.
She's like, look, is it the receding hairline? Is it?
Is it your relationship with your mom?
It's not.
It's
It
not?
feels. Are you sure?
Oh, okay.
She
It
hadn't
feels
called
like
it a bit.
Also, she's rushing to that conclusion. Like they've had 15 drinks tonight. It's clearly because of the alcohol. Like, why
Yeah.
are you just immediately assuming divorce?
Yeah, I think I'm mad at her.
Yeah. This is a crazy one. Yeah.
What an idiot, I thought. You have no excuse. No, I said, desperately trying to think of anything. I just, I probably have to go pee.
Every time I'm aroused but have to go pee, my dick goes limp. Like,
I have to pee so bad.
Why don't you go pee?
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's also crazy to be like, no, it's not my divorce.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I have to pee.
No, it's the
Yeah.
fact that I have to
Yeah.
piss.
Pee's a funny word for divorce, Bob.
How stupid, I thought. Pee? That's the best I can think of.
Be right
Hey,
back.
we were agreeing with
Yeah,
that.
hey, yeah. He got it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, I said, and headed to the bathroom, embarrassed, confused, and disappointed in myself. I knew I was drunk, but could this be the reason? I hadn't been single that long, but this had never happened to me before. I closed the door and leaned against the sink, desperately wondering what to do. After a moment, I then remembered a conversation I had with my father-in-law, Roger, several years before.
He goes from, yeah, I'm not thinking about my divorce, to walks in and he's thinking about his father-in-law.
That's actually so humiliating.
This is insane.
Our granddad, so we'll set the stage here. Very southern guy, 6'4",
6'4",
tan, Italian-y looking guy, very handsome, but like was also got around town in his day.
but got his heart broken like crazy.
Oh.
Right.
yeah,
But
like-
but what slept with half of Charlotte, North Carolina, was just one of
Yeah.
these handsome, like big dudes who just kind of
Handsome.
went around town, but like had a heart and was definitely a romantic of his own for sure. Like you said, Brett got his heart broken hundreds of times.
He had this framed, and we're like, "Who's the woman?" And he's like, "Well, that's Becky. She broke my heart, so I cut her out of the photo." But he still hung up the photo.
Half of his fucking photo albums had these crudely cut out, like just
That is
women cut
so
out of the
He
funny.
was
thing.
such a sweetheart.
That was his
but
thing.
Yeah, he would like they would break his heart. He couldn't bear to look at.
Roger once told me, Bob, sometimes I get so drunk that I have to turn the girl over and just drop it in, he said with a thick North Carolina mountain accent.
What the?
And just, I'm sorry, just what?
Drop it in?
Drop it in?
What does that mean?
I think
What
he
does
mean.
that
I think
mean?
he means he's using gravity.
Oh, he's using gravity.
He's just using gravity to kind of to like drop
Like-
a limp dick in
And
during
I will
sex.
say, our grandpa did show us his penis once, and it's a lot, not in a sexual
Right.
way. You remember this?
Sure, pal.
It wasn't just me, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
We all remember it.
Yeah. No, but he had a big dick.
And he had a big dick, so I
Yeah.
think that he was able to use gravity in his.
Well, because limp, he's probably 5'6" soft, whatever. So he's kind of just throwing like this gravitational pull, you know?
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking, what kind of father-in-law would talk about sex with his son-in-law, let alone describe a situation involving a limp penis and copious amounts of alcohol? Well, that was Roger. He was anything but a typical father-in-law. Roger was about 10 years older than me, about 6 feet 4 inches and 260 pounds. Roger grew up in the North Carolina mountains in a place called Spruce Pine, town that made East Jesus seem like a bustling metropolis.
East Jesus? Did he mean Jerusalem? I
Ah,
don't know what the hell he meant.
East Jesus.
East Jesus.
That's a reference to something that what?
It's a deep cut reference.
The worst part about this is you will never know what he meant.
No, there's no asking.
There's no way to get
He
the
wouldn't
information.
know. He goes, I got no fucking
I
idea.
don't know why I put that in there.
What if every boomer just cackles at the East
Yeah.
Jesus?
Oh, East Jesus. Yeah, it's
Oh, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's some
Like,
like
what?
1960s.
I
or
hadn't thought about
70s.
East Jesus in years.
Oh yeah.
He was total country through and through, the limits of a high school education, and a great sense of humor. He was as much a friend as a father-in-law. Early on in my marriage, we were having dinner together with my ex-wife. During our meal, she excused herself, and I could hardly believe what he said next. Now, Bob, sometimes things just can't be helped. Things? I was totally in the dark. You know, when you're on a business trip or whatever. If a girl just pokes her ass up into the air, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
This is a man who had a kid at 16. Talking.
Yeah. Note the source.
So here's
Yeah. This is a man clearly who had never had any functioning semblance of a marriage in his life. Yeah.
Excuse me? I said, more than a little baffled. Well, sometimes you just have to stick it in and get on with it.
So that's what's going on here. Is that my grandpa's saying
Oh.
that's what it is. He's like,
Grandpa gave him his blessing.
yeah. He's like, look, go do what you gotta do.
Which is a normal relationship to have with your father-in-law. Just a little permission. Yeah. Yeah. You ever get tired of her?
Listen, people get tired of each other.
I do love we started this. We're like, Kelly, our grandpa, the sweetest man.
Yeah.
Absolute
It's like,
heart.
actually, he's telling our father to cheat on our mother.
I don't even know really what to do with this information.
What's wild is watching you two find this out right now.
Yeah. This is why we don't read ahead.
It feels like I'm sitting here watching you guys be like, oh my God, our family tree. We looked at our grandpa as like this sweet guy, and now you're just finding out a little bit of truth that you did not expect.
Parts of me that I'm like, all right, I kind of know that they're like this. My dad's like, my grandfather, he had a lot of wives, whatever. But then there's like, then some information just kind of slaps you in the face.
There you go, Jesus Christ.
Well, after this, you guys can talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll sit down and
Really.
Roger was single, but he'd been married 3 times. The first time he was just 17 and his wife was 16. After that, he'd been in random relationships, resulting in 2 more very brief marriages. Well, Roger, I said, hopefully someone's ass won't present itself.
I'm wondering if Roger was kind of testing him.
Oh, to be like, oh, don't worry, pal. I'm already fucking people on the side. Like to see kind of that.
No, I was thinking maybe he's testing him. Like, what's Bob gonna say? Because if I'm like, hey, what are you gonna do? Women are throwing their ass at you. Are you gonna?
This is a country boy who didn't have, I mean,
Right.
he didn't have
Also,
that level
he-
of Machiavellian testing.
No,
Yeah.
he did not. No.
But even like some men today are very like physical stuff is not the same degree as emotional. Like I feel like a lot of men are still like, oh, like cheating physically is an animalistic whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas cheating emotionally, they're like, now that is fucked up.
Yeah, for sure. I think I would think that's a common kind of.
Whereas, like, if a guy's cheating on you emotionally, you're like, wait a second, you don't even have that many emotions.
Yeah, what the
So what?
Right.
You're sharing these 3 with someone else?
Yeah. It's like that movie
You don't even
Inside
have to
Out.
get around.
Yeah.
He's got one focus, one emotion in his mind is now dedicated to something.
Yeah.
It's like that's
yeah, how
concerning.
dare you? You never
Yeah.
open up about anything, and you're opening up.
Oh, and you're giving it to her? Real nice.
I didn't think about that, the scarcity of it, where it's like,
Roger had a great heart, and he showed great compassion towards me. About 2 weeks after my ex and I separated, I tested him once more. Roger, it's Bob. I hadn't talked to him since the separation, but I wanted to touch base with him to gauge how he was taking it. Hey, Bob, he boomed back. There was not even a hint that he might be upset with me. Well, Roger, I asked, when the hell are you coming down this way so we can chase pussy together? Without taking a formal survey, I wonder how many ex-son-in-laws could actually ask their father-in-law that question. I know, he said. I'll be down there to join you real soon.
Is Audrey still in the room? and he he's just in the bathroom thinking of this?
This is the funniest moment.
I mean,
He's having a Slumdog Millionaire flashback moment thinking about.
She's sitting there being like, should I like text the sitter? Like, should I fucking like what?
Did he fall? Is
he okay? Like, is he taking a
Heart
shit?
attack?
Like, maybe he went to go pee and he had to take a shit. I don't know.
That's probably what he must be taking a shit.
Yeah.
That pee's been the longest pee.
I feel like nowadays you go into the back, like he would pull out his phone or whatever. There's no phones in this. This was just him and his thoughts.
I've done this situation where I couldn't get up, whatever, that I did go to the bathroom, and you kind of have to pump yourself up in a way. You know,
Like do a little pump up top.
There's a little bit of like, get yourself together, brother.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like
you know.
Listen, partner, you better lock in.
Yeah.
Which would be, I think, the biggest killer of all if she heard him giving himself a pep talk.
He's saying
Right.
all this.
Come on.
He's reenacting the scene
yeah.
of you and your
Yeah, he's
grandpa.
doing the whole thing. Well,
Dear
one
God.
man show in the
yeah,
bathroom.
he's got a whole one man.
Yeah. Dear God, Roger, I can't do that. Well, yeah, you can, Bob.
After remembering Roger's limp dick story, I furiously tore through the drawers of my bathroom vanity. I now was on a frantic mission to find a sample pack of Viagra that my doctor had given me months before. You may not need these, but when you get into our age group, these can help performance, he had said.
The same doctor who, like, arguably misdiagnosed our dad's cancer was hot on the button for his Viagra.
Yeah, he's like, he's a ED specialist. Completely missed
I don't know
out.
what else is going on,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, he kept.
this should help your dick.
My dad's
get
like, I
hard.
got pain in my neck and I'm sleepy. He's like, erectile dysfunction, Viagra. He's like,
It
try
must
it.
be.
Yeah.
Get laid, Bob.
No, I'm still getting erections. He's like, well, then everything's good.
Yeah. Here's some Percocet for the
Yeah.
road. It's like, no, I have an illness.
Yeah.
I pushed one pill out of the bubble pack and quickly swallowed it. Now what? I thought as I re-entered the room, naked and embarrassed. I didn't know if the Viagra would help me, but I knew enough that no pill kicked in right away. How about another glass of wine? I asked, looking for any excuse to buy time. Sure, I guess, she said. Is everything okay? Yes, fine, I lied. Let's just take a quick break. I'll be right back. I put on my bathrobe and headed to the kitchen. What the fuck? I thought. Can you imagine a more perfect woman and you aren't able to finish the task?
I don't think he said fucking this. This is his first time.
This
What the fuck?
This might be the first F-bomb in the whole
Just tries
What
to
the
be
fuck?
so like, I caressed her by the stuff. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
what the fuck? He's lying. I do love it. He's really showing us how much he's like fumbling these lies. He's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck am I doing?
I grabbed a Cabernet and poured 2 glasses of wine. After delaying as long as I could, I finally headed back to the bedroom. The good news was that she was still there and still naked, lying on her stomach. Here, I said, as I offered her a glass. I then took an almost imperceptible sip of wine.
Wine. This is the most buy myself time.
the tongue.
Ah, yes, red.
I got a hint of something. A hint of something.
There's something in there. It's nice.
Could it be my hard cock?
Could it be?
It's a wonderful Syrah.
Yeah. Mm.
I took off my robe and lay next to her, waiting for any indication that the pill might be of help. We talked for a few minutes, and then my forehead started to feel hot. Is it warm in here to you? I asked. No, I'm fine, she said, somewhat confused about my comment. The truth is, the room temperature was totally reasonable, but I found out later that this hot flush feeling was a normal reaction to the Viagra. After another minute or two of stalling, I inched a bit closer to her so our skin touched. I gently put my hand up to her face and kissed her. I guided her over to her back, and almost immediately, I started to get hard. Relief swept over me. I was not only starting to get hard, but very hard.
Too hard.
Yeah, too hard. It kept growing.
Viagra, you owe us some money for promoting you
this
on
is
this
great.
podcast because this is showing the miracle of the
Yeah.
blue pill right here.
I wasn't taking any chances by waiting any longer, so I guided myself in and felt a satisfaction beyond words. I was now back in the saddle, in control, confident, and staring into the eyes of a beautiful woman. By this point, it was almost 2 a.m., but I could have cared less. We continued to make love for a long while, and then I rolled over, exhausted, still drunk, and very tired. The 6 a.m. alarm went off. I was hungover, but none of that mattered as I glanced at the beautiful girl lying next to me.
He gets laid again.
Also, I'll just say this. So much is in the build-up to sex in this book. So
Yeah.
much is... How long was the actual sentence about him having sex? It's less than a sentence.
Less than a sentence.
To me, I think because the sex itself for him is like, it's the finish line away, you know. And if you're writing a movie about the marathon, you don't write about the moment you're crossing the finish. That's like but it's the race, you know. It's the development. It's the challenge itself, and I think that's what the focus of the book is on every time. It's not so much like I got laid. Here's my description of it and all that. It's like what I had to do to go through with this girl, and then ultimately that's the ending satisfaction.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because you have his picture right here. I am happy for him. I feel like that. I'm glad that ended the way that it did.
Because once you really start having sex, the details of that might be a little bit much.
Yeah, I mean, if he went into it and was like, then I flipped her over, then I flipped her back over,
Right.
then I
It
fucking-
does change the nature where you're like, all right, we don't need to like, you know, where
Yeah.
it's
Well, one podcast, because Amy, who's a writer, was like, she said when he got laid one time, she's like, I would have loved to know the positions he was in, but I don't know if that's what this book's supposed to be about.
And can
you
I
know?
be so honest? I don't want to. I do not want to know.
most of the time it's like, God, is he gonna get laid? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Uh-huh.
You were like, we threw you in the
Yeah,
absolute.
you were baptism by fire on this
I mean,
episode.
Yeah.
But it is
So-
kind of, yeah, it's like, I think this book is about the chase. It's about what he's trying to find love. 29 second chances at love. He's trying to
Yeah.
find love. It's not about 29 fucks I had and I threw her in missionary, then we did doggy on the patio. It's like,
Yeah.
And if this is your first time listening to an episode, I'm also sorry because it's we usually don't start in the middle of the sex.
right.
There's usually more build up.
This was fun though.
It was great.
This was
It was
fun.
great.
I like that I was just thrown right into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
you
This was
know?
great. What's your impression? I mean, you didn't really get to know our dad a ton through this.
I feel
Um,
like I know the right amount of stuff.
You
about
know
it.
him.
Yeah,
You do know him.
I know him a little too well.
You got to know our grandpa, and that's
Yeah.
that's a first.
I feel like though, even just from that impression, like the fact that your dad does have, I guess, that emotional, he's clearly not just looking at women as like a piece of ass.
No.
And that's good.
Because we didn't know what we were getting into. You know, it was 29 second chances at love. It was like, I don't know what this could be about fucking sex. This could be. So it is nice and refreshing to kind of see that he is a romantic at heart. That it's not.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not some like
Like you said, more in the porn category, it's the
Right.
female porn, I think, that he'd be watching
Yeah.
that caters to the girl as opposed to the guy.
I think you'd be very upset if we got to a page and he was like, and then she put on her ears, I put on my tail.
Look,
The way
I
these
will say-
adjectives are going,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be shocked.
Kelly, we're on page 35 of a lot.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
furry stuff may very well come into play.
Yeah, you might get to the end and be like, and then she strapped me in.
Yeah, so I'm strapped. yeah.
I put on my SpongeBob.
There I
It
was.
just gets really weird.
Doing the best SpongeBob I could. Yet I was too drunk to nail the impression.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Next week, we're going to just wrap up the end of Audrey. Then we're getting into our chapter Faith. That'll be episode 11. But we've learned a lot today. We've learned about our weird grandfather, who's a Southerner.
Our sweet
who-
sexual grandfather.
Our sweet sexual grandfather who, was he didn't mind adultery,
No.
apparently. But
No.
not that he ever lived a happy marriage because he didn't. Divorced 3 times. Kelly, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you very much, Kelly.
Thank you so much for having Kelly on our
Thank
podcast.
you for having us, Kelly.
No, thanks for coming here.
This book was crazy. Good luck with
Yeah,
it.
Kelly. Your dad's a little fucking weird, Kelly. I'm not
I don't
gonna
know,
lie.
Kelly. I don't think it's going to help.
We will see you next week on From Lust to Dust, My Horny Dead Dad.
From lust to dust.
Next week, we have comedian Nina Lane. See you next time.